Welcome back guys to another Scienthistics video. Today we will be covering Thursday 7th January 2021 Mathematics B paper 1 for MB1/01. So without further ado, let's get to it. Question number 1. Without using a calculator and showing all your work out, 5 whole number 5 over 8 minus 3 whole number 3 over 4. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. So you should remember, before solving any mixed fraction, you should always turn it into a single fraction. And how you do that? Always first multiply the denominator with the whole number and then add that answer to the numerator. For example, over here 8 multiplied by 5 is 40, 40 plus 5 is 45. The denominator always remains the same. Over here 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, and denominator is 4. Now you cannot simply just subtract this equation 45 minus 15 and 8 minus 4. Whenever there is an addition or subtraction between fractions, you always need to make the denominator same. And how do we do that? Over here we have 8, over here we have 4. So to turn 4 into 8, it is quite simple that we multiply this whole fraction with 2. Through that, the denominator will become 8 and the numerator will become 30. You cannot just simply multiply the denominator, you have to multiply the whole fraction. So 45 divided by 8 multiplied by these by 2 minus 30 over 8. So now you can simply subtract the top 2, which gives us 15, and the denominator again remains the same. Now they told us to find the answer in a mixed fraction in the simplest form. Now you cannot simplify this fraction further, but you can put that in mixed form, for example like this, in whole numbers. The simplest way to do that, simply make a division bracket and simply divide. So you know it cannot be 8 multiplied by 2, otherwise it will give 16. So simply 8, we have a remainder of 7. So one whole number 7 over 8, which gives us one whole number 7 over 8 is a mixed fraction, which is fully simplified. Question number 2. Some students at a school are asked the following question: did you walk to school today? 52% of the students asked are in year 7 and the rest are in year 8. 20% are year 8 students who walk to school. 42% of the students asked did not walk to school. Find as a percentage of all students asked those who are in year 7 and did not walk to school. So percentage we all know is out of 100. So 52% students asked are in year 7 and the rest are in year 8. So let's just find out the year 8 students. So we are left with 48%. These are year 8 students. Now 20% of the students asked are year 8 students who walked to school. Now 48% are the entire year 8 students. And this 20% is also only year 8 students who walk to school. Now if you subtract those who walk to school from the total, you will get those who did not walk to school. So simply we will subtract 48% minus 20%, which will give us year 8 students who did not walk to school, because 48% were year 8 students and 20% were those year 8 students who walked. So 28% are year 8 students who did not walk to school. Now 42% of the students asked did not walk to school. Now 42% students are not a specific class. For example, they're not only year 7 or they're not only year 8. Now 42% are year 7 and year 8 students combined who did not walk to school. Now we have those year 8 students who did not walk to school and the entire total who did not walk to school. So simply we are gonna subtract year 8 students from the total and we get the remainder, which is about 14, I guess. You always use your calculation to confirm your answer. And yes, it's 14% of year 7 students who did not walk to school. So we're just gonna write it over here. Now we're done with question number 2. We're done with 2 questions. Okay, question number 3. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is 176 degrees. Calculate the number of sides of the polygon. Now to do this, we simply need to know the formula, which is n over 360, or we'll just n is equal to 360 divided by exterior angle. There, this is the formula we are going to use. N over 360 is I was making a mistake over there. So now we are not aware of the exterior angles of a regular polygon. Regular polygon means all the sides are same and all angles are same. So to find the exterior angle, we will be using the formula of 180 minus interior angles, which gives us an exterior angle. So exterior angle is 180 minus interior angle. So the sides will be 360 divided by, or exterior angle is 180 minus interior angle, which is 176. So 4, which gives us 90 sides. So the number of sides are 90, and we're done with question number 3. Now question number 4. Work out the value of q when a is equal to -2 and t is equal to 3. Now we are given the equation q is equal to 10 minus a t, and luckily we are given a and t as well. So all we need to do is substitute the values of a and t into the unknowns in this equation. Minus always remains outside. Then in the brackets you will always write the numbers which you have to substitute, and then you will get the answer. 10 minus -2 multiplied by -3 is -6. So 10 minus multiplied by minus makes it positive. So your answer will be 16. And you're done with this question as well. We're moving on to question number 5. Okay. Given that this is the matrix, find the value of x. Here, this is one tricky question. It might make you move this over there, subtract this part over here, and then take out the inverse, but that's an extremely hard method, so we're gonna go with the easier one. -4x y1. We're just rewriting the first matrix over here, but now for the simpler part, we're just gonna multiply this x with the entire matrix to open it up. 3x, x, 0 and -x. Now we have the product, the sum of these two matrices, which is this. Okay, so right now we know that -4 added to 3x gives us x, x added to x gives us 4, y added to 0 gives us y, obviously, and 1 added to -x gives us -1. So we'll just simply go with x added to x gives us 4. The same position in the matrix should be noted. So it gives us 2x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. if you want to counter check, you can also take other readings as well. For example, minus 4 plus 3x is equal to x, which gives us minus 4 is equal to minus 2x. Again, minus minus on both sides is subtracted, so x is equal to 2. Would they're not asking us about y, so we're just gonna write 2 for x. Question number 6. Here are 4 numbers written in order of size: 1.5 to unknown p and 19.5. The mean of the 4 numbers is 3 times the median of the 4 numbers. Find the value of p. Now you should know, when finding the median of anything, the series should be in by order of size, and they have done us a favor over here. This series is already in order of size. So first let's just denote the find the mean. Mean we know is the average of the entire series. There are 4 numbers like this, and now this mean is equal to 3 times the median. Now what's a median? Median is the center value of an entire series. Now there must be confusion between a few individuals. For example, if there are a series of 5 numbers, then the median will be obviously the center number. But if there is a series of 4 numbers, there is no specific single in the series. So what we do, we just take these center 2 numbers and just find the mean of them. So over here the median will be the center 2 numbers mean 2 multiplied by 2 plus p divided by 2. So the median the mean of the entire series is equal to 3 times the median. We're just gonna simplify this all. This makes 3.5. 3.5 plus 19 makes it, I think, 23. 19.5 plus makes it 23 plus p divided by 4 equals 6 plus 3p. We're opening the bracket simply, and it is divided by 2. Now the whole thing is pretty simple to solve. We can just simply simplify this. So 23 plus p, we move this to multiply it over there. 12 plus 6p. Now 11 is equal to 5p. We move p over there, and this 12 over here. Their signs change, so this 12 is subtracted from this, and this p subtracted from here. So p is 11 over 5. So because the numbers over here is written in decimals, it is preferable that you write it in decimals as well. So our answer will be 2.2. Yes. So we're done with question number 6 as well. Now question number 7. Here is hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. Now the sides and names are given. All corners of A, B, C, D, E, F are right angles. So you know that all sides, all angles are perpendicular, and they are 90 degrees. Also the lengths are again briefed below, and calculate the area in centimeter squares of A, B, C, D, E, F. So before finding out the area, you always need to be careful about the units. If this area is given in meters, you should convert all centimeters to meters, but luckily centimeter squares and the centimeters over here match, so we don't have to make any conversions. But now to find the area of this whole figure, there is not a specific formula that finds the area of this in one move. So the easiest method is to make an imaginary line, straight line over here, which turns this figure into 2 rectangles. Now it is way too simpler to for us to solve this, and the area of rectangle formula is length into width. So we have this length and this width, and for this rectangle we have this length but no width. Now to find this width from this total, we need to subtract this part, so we are left with this. So this length is also given, this is also given, so this will be 14 minus 9, which gives us 5 centimeters. So now we can simply find out the area of area A added to area B. So length into width is the formula of area. So length for A is this added to length of B is this. Now we will just simply multiply the brackets. 112 plus 60, which as a whole gives us 172 centimeter squared, and you have to write it under here as well. All right, now question number 8. Paul is carrying out an investigation into people's wages in the UK. Paul asks two of his friends, Abdul and Sue, about their pay rise each received in the last year. Abdul has a 5% pay rise in the last year and Sue has a 7% pay rise in the last year. Paul says that in the last year, Sue's wages have risen by more than Abdul's wages. Explain why Paul might not be correct. Okay, so we have been provided with the percentage rise of both, but we haven't been specified about the real wage which has been increased. So for example, you have a wage of $100 and it is increased by 2%. So you will have an increase of plus $2. But now if you have a wage of $1,000 and it is increased by 2%, then your increase would be $20. So it doesn't depend on the percentage how much increase in wage you have, but instead it matters on the wage which you get. So Paul might have a higher wage due to which his total increase might be higher. So this is a 1 mark answer. If Paul has a higher wage due to which if Paul has a higher wage, so 5% increase may be more in money as compared to Sue if she has a lower wage. So that's your answer. Part B. Paul has also read an article about the national minimum wage in the UK. The article says that from April 2017 to 2018, national minimum hourly wage increased by 4.4% to £7.83. Find the value of the national minimum wage before this increase. So the formula I will be using here will be original percentage changed percentage over here original value to changed value. What does this mean? So an original percentage is always at 100%. Whenever it's changed or increased, it is the percentage increase or decrease is always added or subtracted in 100%, which is a known fact. So our original percentage is 100% and our changed percentage is an increase by 4.4%. So whenever you add 4.4 in 100, you get 104.4%. So this is our changed percentage. Now the original value is basically the wage before the increase by 4.4%. So that is what we are supposed to find. So we will just denote it as X. And the changed value is 7.83 because this value is after the increase. Now all you need to do is cross multiply. 100 multiplied by 7.83 gives us 783, which equals 104.4x, and you move 104.4 divided by 7, you divide this by this. So 783 divided by 104.4 gives you, use the calculator, 7.5 pounds. So this is the original wage before the increase. So you will write it over here as well. We're done with question number 8 as well. Now for our last question for this part of this video is question 9. The diagram shows triangle ABC. The point D lies on AB such that ADC is equal to 90 degrees. So the values are given below as well as on the diagram. They're the same, and calculate the size in degrees to one decimal place of ABC. Now by simply looking at the diagram, we can tell that this question is about trigonometry, and by trigonometry you will always be needing to use sine, cos and tan. So over here we need to find this angle, and to find this we need at least two sides given to us, but right now we only have one, and also the triangle needs to be right angle, so we cannot be using these two values as well, only this 5 centimeters. So to find this value, because finding this will be unnecessary work, so we will simply be finding this value using the Pythagoras theorem by using these values. So Pythagoras theorem is a square plus b square is equal to c square, where this is the a square, this is the b square, and this is the c square. So 3 square plus b square, which is our unknown, is equal to 4 square, which is our hypotenuse. Will be simply opening this up like this. B square will give us 16 minus 9 will give us about 7, I guess. Yes. And b square, to find b, we will simply put it under root 7. So here we are. Under root 7 will be this value. Now to find b, we have these two sides. So first we'll just write our rule over here. So cut over. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan equals opposite over adjacent. So over here we are given this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, this is the hypotenuse. So opposite and adjacent sides are given to us. So opposite and adjacent gives us tan. So we will be using tan. So tan theta, because we don't have the value of the angle. Opposite is under root 7 and adjacent is 5 centimeters. Now we will be using our calculator. Simply first put in the fraction and solve it. Here you can see we have our answer as under root 7 over 5, which gives us 0.529. Now tan theta is equal to 0.529. Now how you do this? Now you simply need to remove this and move this tan over here. So we will simply put theta over here and use tan inverse to move tan on the opposite side to solve for theta. So over here you type shift tan, which gives us tan inverse, and then you type your value, which gives you, try to type the original fraction inside because decimal places will make it inaccurate. It gives us 27.886, but in the question they say find in degrees to one decimal place. So over here we will round it off to one decimal place, which gives us 27.9 degrees. We'll write it over here as well, 27.9 degrees. So we're done with question 9 right now. Make sure you like and subscribe to keep track of the second part, which is coming soon, and more papers which will be added of the latest releases. So bye for now. I'll see you next time with the second part of January 2021 Mathematics B paper 1. Bye bye.